A large assortment of new arms and armor fresh from Haven are arrayed before you. A young man, a newly minted soldier, also fresh from Haven, watches over them. He snaps to attention. Commander Ewan Barnett, ready to report. I'll hear your report. All supplies are here and accounted for. The West Battalion is fully equipped. You wait for more, apparently that's it. Ewan stands stock straight. Proud, you could say. Ready to, for whatever comes. That's... I could use some supplies. Of course. Please take what you want, Prince. You look the stuff over. It's all fine, but nothing is better than what you were initially equipped with. Tell me about yourself. This is my first expedition, Prince. I only worked in warehouses and docks before, in safe lands, dealing with properly obedient vassals. Not like this, Prince. He's getting nervous as he talks. Why are you so nervous? His voice slowly grows louder and more unsteady. I am not used to talking with a prince. Not what I am used to. The frontier takes a little adjustment. Yes, I'm sure you talked to a lot of princes in the frontier. This is your first time facing battle? It is. He pats the sword on his belt. I am trained and ready to fight like a true soldier of Haven. It's what I volunteered for. Why did you volunteer? I am a soldier. Fighting is my purpose. I don't want all those years of training to never see use, even if it is a little risky. I know I'm only a quartermaster. When an attack comes, I'll be out of a battle line like everyone else, Prince. Are you not afraid of getting killed? Of course, but we all have to die sometime, Prince. Sometime. Sure. What does this fort need? Nothing from you, Prince. The Queen provided us with everything we need. We don't need to take up your valuable time, Prince. He thinks things over. But if you were to want your supply caravans to not be bothered, there are things that could be done that we can't do. Speak freely, soldier. Yes, Prince. To the southwest is an abandoned Ducatish town. Gellum, it's called. It's full of mirelings. If there is trade, they will bother it. The trade. We don't want bother. It's just they will love. It's a cute way of saying harass or actually assault the people and kill them. Steal our goods, you know. Yes, assault. The general can't drive them out, but you might know someone who can. What are mirelings? Some sort of horrible sacramentum thing. A mix of wolf and human. We saw them on the way here. Mindless, violent, and hungry. Very, very creepy. Yeah, definitely not people. What should I do with the mirelings? If you can find a way to talk to them... Ooh, interesting. You might be able to convince them to leave. At least that's what Sage Bayarma says. But she's an optimist. I don't think that's possible. Sure. Can I have another question then? Tell me about yourself. This might... Oh, he says... I think that's all for now, yeah. I had all the conversations. Okay, so this is a fort. It doesn't have a wall, unfortunately. So... is that gonna be alright? I mean, it's technically not breachable. Because, you know, you can have castles without walls. A fort without a wall, on the other hand, is a little bit of a stretch. A fort being, you know, a place that is not used for living. For people, for, you know, living accommodations. No, don't use that. Use this. So, you are going to go with the Haven's Might. And immediately we're in combat. Not unexpected. We have Bashers and normal Mirelings. Let's get you back there. Aww. Okay, it's an evasion. Let's get a Poison Rain. It's good enough. Poison on everybody. Very nice. Can get an attack over here. Hopefully, Jeff is gonna get over there. Very nice. Jeff takes 8 damage. Bit of a shame. 43 damage. That is a knockback. Didn't do any damage, but that is fine with me. And we're gonna do a whirlwind, hopefully. And everybody's gonna be very happy. Ooh, not everybody's very happy. How dare you? Okay, Jeff, go here. 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 2 bacons. And another bacon. Okay, now you do healing. And now I press F. And we regain energy. And it's mostly the same. How did I lose? Oh, because I started off with a might. Oh, we had to come up here. I didn't realize. I just sort of was exploring out of habit. You emerge from the tower to get a look at the road through the Mirefangs. It's a narrow path threading through several strong fortifications. An invading army would suffer greatly forcing their way through here. The Ukadish aren't fully determined to fight Haven off yet. However, if they decided to totally close their borders, even your full battalion couldn't force their way in. If you want the Ukatish to be your vassals again, you can't just force them. Diplomacy will be necessary, which means first you must enter their lands and contact their leaders. Sounds good to me. Oh no, I clicked on a thing. I clicked on a thing. Thank you, autosave. Several mirelings are waiting for you on this muddy path. One bold individual is in front. He stands almost upright, and he wears a brass circlet on his head. He points a club at you. General, general, general. Can you understand me? The mireling takes the brass circlet off and throws it on the ground. He points at you. General, general. Yeah, I only want to get by. They don't respond. You stare at each other quietly, and then the general... I thought I was general, but apparently general points at you and howls. As they charge you, you realize that you will never comprehend these creatures or what was going on in their heads. I certainly won't if I think he was saying that he was a general. Apparently, I will never comprehend anything. Because It's like Hodor. This is a situation of Hodor. It's like Hodor says Hodor. Well, his name is Hodor. That's how it goes. Critical for 74. That's a lot of damage. Oh, I took 3 damage. And 3 damage with a critical. How will I ever survive? It's a knockback. I like knockbacks. That's a stun, though. No, that's weakness in the back. Okay. Still not a kill. 3 bacons, including the general. Very happy to have the bacons. They're not. I say bacons, but they're not. They look like hams. You know, slices of ham. I think ham is just pig meat. In Portuguese, we have a specific word for it, and it's not. It doesn't translate. Food doesn't translate properly. Please do excuse me if I don't know, and I don't know the proper terms. Okay, let's do a healing wave here. Get both of yous. And that's that. We got 1 energy back. It's pretty good. We don't really need to recover the energy. Probably shouldn't have done the Haven's Might in the other area. All things considered, that was a pretty easy battle. We can't go past that, because those stones are too tall. I know they don't look tall, but they are tall. Let's see what we have over here. Lots of human skulls. We'll never know who those people were. The human skulls. I make a point. I make a point of commenting how this is just evidence of somebody who died, rather than decoration. Because level designers just treat it as decoration. In every game, not just this one. There are several lizards by the west wall. They were chained to posts, but someone has released them. This is very confusing. First off, lizards? Are you not talking about other things? Like Argonians, for example, maybe? I don't think they're Argonians. But also, how do you know that they were chained to posts? They watch you hungrily, unsure whether you are easy prey. If you get closer, they may find that you smell too delicious to resist. I do smell too delicious. Oh, I see. They were like dogs. You get it? Oh, that's evasion. Okay. They were like dogs chained to a post. That's what it was. That's all it was. So it makes a lot more sense. I probably should have gotten that text. Ow. Probably should have gotten that text before or after seeing them rather than blindly, as it usually happens, because the text appears because of you know, it's position triggered. Nice. And we got our energy back. And we got our iron. And a staunch... I maybe shouldn't have picked that iron, but a staunching augment. And stone blocks. We don't need the stone blocks. We do need to get out of here. Because while this is a fort, and it is... I would rather... How do I do this? So we need to go to Fort Haven. We need to get a smithy. Basically. Ooh, we did it. We made it. Okay. It's pretty good. Okay. So look at all the things that are... Oh, a barracks as well. That would not be a bad idea. Especially because I can apply them right now. And I only have the one. It's just +1 to melee, 1 damage. So it's not really that important. The smithy is really what I want. And the apothecary. Oh, I can just buy them. Sure. So the weaving room we can put elsewhere. And we are. In anywhere, really, that doesn't have a weaving room. So... Apothecary, that sounds good to me. It's kind of close, even though it isn't. And that was 5 hours away. This thing was 5 hours away. Okay. Put that over there. And let's put the... Wait. Can I put a smithy in here? I shouldn't be able to put a smithy in here. I think I have an upgraded not backpack. Yeah, I can't put a smithy in there. You can't have more than one per settlement. Or per thing. 4 hours to go all around the continent. Okay, so this is gonna mean that we need to fight some of these battles again. Potentially. At least I think it does. Not this time. Maybe it's only certain areas. It does make sense that this one in particular wouldn't require me to do that again. We got stone blocks. Let's keep an eye on how much we have. Yeah. I can use the stone, even though I really can't. Do I kill you again? I think so. And the reason why... Critical for 11. The reason why is because they'll attack. It sucks a little bit. It sucks a lot, actually. But they will attack, and that's a problem. I shouldn't have done that. Should have attacked this one also with Anna. And I'm paying for that with 3 damage. So not too much. I'm not really paying for it. Nice. Okay, so you do a healing there. And I think we're gonna oh, we didn't regain. Okay, that's fine. Now we attack these guys. Should have done the Haven's Might. Hello. Haven's Might. Okay, so you go in, smack that guy with a critical for 63. Very nice. You are gonna need to walk 5, but you can do a that thing that makes you yeah, get in there with a stun. Very nice. I didn't even look at to hit chances or stun resistances. That knockback is just nasty. Those are brutes. Every one of them is a brute. It's an evasion. I should have done the poison. But it's fine, I think. Maybe? A little bit of damage. Let's try a poison here. Gets me a bacon and 3 poisons. Not shabby. Yeah, I could have done a little bit better damage here, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. That's a knockback over there. That's how knockbacks work. Smack them in that direction. I guess they bounced off the wall. It's fine. Yeah, that should give us 1 energy back. It does. Okay, pretty good. We can hang in there. And this gives us access to that door. Okay. And a serpent. Not a serpent. Oh, there's more serpents. They actually had their turn. I don't know if you noticed that they highlighted a little bit. Yes, indeed. Okay. We're just gonna do ranged attacks. A haste. That one needs to die. I like that they hiss. Serpents hissing that's such a cute sound, honestly. I really like the sound. Not the... What's the name of that one that is famous, that has a thing in the tail? It's like... That one I don't like. Besides the fact that it's associated with every single bad serpent in every single spaghetti western. But I think they're... I don't know the name of that. Oh, of that particular species. Oh no, they're spurting at me. How dare you. That's actually a bit of a problem. We have Healing Rain for that. Unfortunately, Healing Rain costs... No, it's just... 2 energy. It's good enough. And we gain 1 energy back, so yeah, not too much of a problem. Yeah, that sounded... Not that I've ever heard it, personally. Because they're not endemic to Europe. I believe they're specifically a Western North America continent thingy. But we probably have something similar that makes the same noise, or similar noise. But the tongue one, the hissing from the tongue is cool. I believe they are smelling. That's what they do with the tongue. So we got a ring over here that's called an inspiring... No, it is not an inspiring. It's a ring of blessings for 1 inspiring cry. No, not that. What? I suppose that's an Okatish thing. I don't know that skill at all. Let's put things in their place over here. Right there. Yeah, I don't know that skill at all. Oh, this does not lead us upstairs. How does that open? Through here? Yes. Yes, through here. To the west, you see some mirelings and something else. It's like a mireling, but its face reminds you more of a boar than a wolf. It is also huge. It's a gigantic, shaggy beast, bent low under its own bulk, wielding a huge club in its gnarled hoof end. It's like a mireling, but even meaner and dumber. You said it's like a mireling a bunch of times. Also, it's dumber. You don't read the B. I misread it. Is it dumber? Yeah, dumber. That's how it is. How the people of Sacramento have chosen to populate their little world with such delights. Yes. Haven't we seen these things already? Yeah, they're commonplace elsewhere. So I guess it's time for me to populate their veins with a little bit of poison. Let's do it. Okay. Not too bad. An evasion. Okay, that's to protect Anna over there. Although Terrence is still gonna be... Oh, they're healing. Okay. That's bad news. Blocking damage, but the stun applies. I don't like it. An evasion. I'm gonna save my whirlwind, because I'm gonna use my whirlwind for when that guy shows up. I don't think he's gonna show up. Okay. Whirlwinds. Or, not worlds. Whirlwind. I don't know how to pronounce words. I'm sorry. That guy didn't evade that time. I did. 1 damage. It's fair enough. Get a healing. Yeah, we didn't take that much damage. That was pretty good. And we got only 1 energy, but that's enough to see us almost full energy. We have a gold goblet. Pile of wood. Don't need pile of wood. A Nukatish salad, though. That's an interest. I don't think that's how it's called. I think it's a Saleh helm. It's not just Saleh. You need to say it's like calling it a grate instead of a great helm. Like it's a Saleh helm. I think. I'm not sure. Either way, it's a half face thing for a bunch of armor. That's pretty good. It's tier 1 armor though, but it is pretty good. What do you have? Bad things. That's what you have, bad things. How about you? You have good things. I mean, magical resist. Not that we really need magical resist. Everybody needs magical resist. And everybody needs physical resist. Hiccup. I'm sorry. Nobody needs hiccups, though. I certainly don't. I have plenty of them. What happened? Why were there 2? And I can't go there. Why are you giving me that? I've been there. Oh, because of the wood. Nobody needs the wood either. Hiccups and wood. I think one of the things upstairs opens and closes the other gate, maybe. I don't know. At last you emerge from the Mirefangs. There were pests and vermin, but nothing that could ever stop a Prince of Haven. Capital P and H. Your mother made sure that you were taught well. As you walk through the gate... Thank you, narrator, for giving me so much credit. Because I'm being sarcastic. It's not giving me credit. As you walk through the gates, you freeze. Someone is waiting for you. It's a large band of armed Ukatish soldiers. They are what you expected. Hungry, shaggy, filthy from days and weeks patrolling these muddy lands. Their leader steps forward. She bears the light leather armor and vicious barbed spears. Why is there a comma there and not over here? I mean, at least be consistent. I'm not a big fan of... I think there's some rules regarding how you put multiple adjectives before a noun. Some games do this, and it confuses me beyond belief. But I think it is correct when you say... There's words. There's rules for that. I don't know the rules. I know they exist, but, you know, like... Because I think it's like, for example, a barbed red spear. You never say a red barbed spear. You do it the other way around. And there's... I don't know what those rules are, apart from that one. And I'm not even sure that's a correct rule. But the having commas just throws me off. The problem is, why is that not over there? It's a light leather armor and a vicious barbed spear. It's even like a leather armor. You can just isolate that into a single, like, a thing. It's a leather armor and it's a barbed spear. It's like, I could understand it if it, like, this was somehow, like, maybe this was a light leather armor and this was a vicious, ugly spear, and then maybe that would make more sense. But anyway, I ramble. She bears the things much loved by the Ukatish warriors. She sizes you up, and then she waves you forward. And as always, when we exit those those dialogues, rather, we have the chance to save before actually having to move forward. Runner Syringe. A woman with a spear walks out ahead of her soldiers. A narrow gray cloth sash runs from her shoulder to her hip. She has a higher rank among the Ukatish. She raises her spear. You are of Haven. We of the Ukatish acknowledge that you have returned. I am Swamp Runner Syringe of Nakala. I serve the Aik clan. Greetings, envoy. She nods, and then stares at you. She seems slightly confused. Hello? She realizes that she needs to speak. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not a diplomat. We have not been visited by any of your people in my lifetime. Nakala is a backwater now. We don't know the forms you expect. Well, I'm not here by choice. Now Saranj is extremely confused. You are lost, perhaps? You took a wrong turn on a road with a full battalion? No matter, I'm only here to carry a message. Okay, what's the message? I come from Lord Ake, master of our clan, Lord of Nakala. We are poor and weak in the south, but we are a full clan, and we are closest. Lord Ake invites you to see him in Nakala. Okay, where's Nakala? It's easy to find, not far down the road to the west. Okay, tell me about Lord Ake. He is the lord of my clan, she says, nothing else. Can we discuss something else? The message is given, she says. I don't want to say more. I am but a swamp runner. I can only cause disasters. That's their job. That's what swamp runners do. They cause disasters, and that's all they can do. Not even what they must do, it's what they can. With a nod, she turns. She lets out a loud hut sound, capital H. Her... Oh, wait, that's like a... I don't know. I think she just... This should be like... She says, hut, loudly. Her swamp warriors turn to follow her, and they trudge off into the marsh. Interesting. The discipline and formation are familiar. You see the faint signs of Haven training practices used decades ago. I'm very good at training them, so that's why I can tell. You look to the west. The wet, miserable land of the Ukatish stretches ahead of you, countless acres lost in the mist. A whole land of angry, vengeful swamp warriors, and your mother asked you to subdue them. Strange thing about this adventure your mother set you on. The more you accomplish, the smaller you feel. And you haven't seen anything yet. But you're also not going to see anything else because we're out of time for the day. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Queen's Wish. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.